Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my video, and today I'll be doing a first look of a parts overview of a new kit that I have been to build to show you here. So this will be part one, where I'll be showing you everything that comes with the kit and giving a rundown, a basic rundown of each part and what I think of it, if it's a good part or I would recommend a different one. And then later, the next videos will be build videos, full build videos, and then I'll do setup, flight, review, all of that. So this is just to start off here. So let's see what comes in this kit. Okay, so there we have it, everything out here, and this is the GB130 from GearBest. They sent this out to review, so thank you for that. I want to take a quick second here to interrupt and apologize for my voice throughout the video. I'm currently going through a cold, so that's why I sound a little bit different. And GB kind of, it stands for GearBest, but they obviously didn't make any of these components. They just compiled a bunch of things together and made this kit. It's a pretty good price if you ask me looking at it here. So let's first take a look at the powertrain. We've got our motors. I'm actually quite happy with these. These are actually the first of these motors I've had. These are the Emax, let me get this so it'll focus here. The Emax red bottoms RS, where is it? On the other side, there it is. RS1306 4000 kV motors. So this is a 130 size frame, so it will be running 3-inch propellers. So this is a pretty good motor for a 3-inch propeller, if you ask me. So next, let's take a look. These just it comes with 3 prop nuts and some screws to put those in, and they look like they're M2 maybe. So you get 4 of those, obviously, to come in this package, and they are rated 3 to 4S. Next, for the ESCs here, they come with. They are DYS XM10 amp ESCs. So let me get this little guy out of the package here. So here you can see it's the DYS XM10 amp. BL Heli, it runs 1-shot 125, so it's probably an F330 ESC, and it supports 1 to 3S. Overall, it's not a terrible ESC, but for these motors, for these 4000 kV motors, I think 10 amps may be just a little bit not enough, and as well as these can't support 4S, so I actually have purchased on my own a set of Emax Nano 12 amp ESCs that can do 4S support. So these will work to get you in the air with 3S and probably perform just fine, but I'd like to go 4S on this copter, so I will not be using these that come stock, and they come with all these wires here. And obviously you get 4 of them as well. Next, for the props here, they just come, looks like, yeah, these are DAL. They're not specifically DAL branded, but they're basically the exact same as the DAL T30 or T3045. Yeah, bullnose here, tri-blade propellers, which I have a set of these on the a couple sets of these on the way to test out for my thrust stand here, as well as some King Kong 3030 quad blades. So they're less pitch, but they're a quad blade, and this is 4000 kV, which is they also have a 3300 kV edition, I think. So gonna be mindful after the thrust tests of just exactly which prop I want to spin on here, but hopefully you can see just how small this guy's gonna be. A 130. I'm really looking forward to this, and it's kind of disappointing you only get 1 full set of props. They don't give you any spares, so definitely you're gonna need to order some more. Next here is the video transmitter, and this one's actually looks pretty interesting here. Let's see what else is in it. That there. There's just a little frequency table and pin layout. So this is actually it's switchable between 25 milliwatts and 600 milliwatts. I don't know if it's one big jump or it goes in increments. I'm not exactly sure how to change it, but you have your, let's see, what is this? RP SMA right angle bulkhead here. The pin is in the connector here, so it's RP SMA. It's a nice little form factor. You've got your LED screen to display your channel number, and a little button to navigate through the bands, and then there's probably some LEDs somewhere else on here, and it looks like it has a 5-volt out for your camera if you want to use that. Nice, and it is a 2 to 6S input, as you can see there, which is pretty nice. So overall, I'm pretty happy with that little guy. It comes with, stock little rubber ducky antenna, which once again will get you in the air, but something, it's actually kind of interesting because, and also this cable to connect it up. Ooh, and one thing I just noticed, these are silicone wires. Yes, not the stupid plastic wires. Finally, these are silicone. That's really nice. So much easier to solder. It comes with this in the package, but it also comes with a separate circular polarized antenna, so let me just get that out here. This is an Aomway antenna. These are pretty decent performance here. Just show you, this is, the red ones are RPSMA, the blue ones are SMA, so that goes with our kit here. I'll just give you a quick close-up. You know, decent antennas, I've used these before. They have pretty decent performance, just not very good durability, so something like a TBS Triumph definitely would probably be one of the best antennas you'd put on here. But, you know, this will definitely work very well for the price. You just have to be careful not breaking it. Maybe you can put some hot glue or something in there to protect the lobes. So next we have the flight controller bag bundle here. Looks like there's a lot in here. And this is the SP Racing F3 board, the Acro Edition, the 6th DOF. But obviously this is 100%, I guarantee, a knockoff or a clone. And, you know, I'm not really a fan of this board just because I've never liked the little micro connectors. I'd rather just direct solder. I think they get in the way and make it more complicated. As well as, you know, it's kind of hard to find the original, actually. They're all fakes and sometimes they don't work. And, you know, the processors and gyros on it aren't the best, but, you know, it's a decent board and it'll work fine for this application here. Here's all your little pinouts that I absolutely hate. And here's it comes with the case here, but I'm not going to be using that at all. Here's some pins and more cables. And these wires are all silicone, which is great. Here we have the FPV camera, and I think this is one of the highlights definitely of the build. They included a RunCam Swift, so they finally stopped giving us those trashy CMOS cameras that come with these in this RunCam. You know, just a really nice box here. Make sure you save this foam for later on. We might need it in the build. So let me give you a look at the Swift here. It comes with just this extra bracket with mounting cases, some extra screws, so keep those. And here's the camera. Comes stock with a 2.8mm lens, as you can see there. Two lock rings on there. It's pretty much like a Sony HS1177, but it has better settings out of the box. A little bit better sensor. Pretty expensive camera, but it is very nice that they included it and stopped giving us those trash CMOS cameras that obviously they're not even worth paying the money for. And then we have a couple little dongles here to connect it up and program the camera settings. So let's take a look here at the frame. So this is going to be the heart of it all. This is, looks like it says here, the Reptile RX130. So once again, it's not a GearBest product. It's just a collection of things they put together and made this kit. Says the arms are 3mm thick, which obviously you can see it is one single base plate here. You know, that's definitely 3mm. Let me look at the carbon up close. Actually, I'm not too impressed with some of the cuts. Hopefully, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's actually burring on there. The edges are fairly sharp. It doesn't feel the greatest. I'm getting some dust on my hands, so I would wash this one in water to get the dust off before you use it. And other than that, you know, it's a nice little 130 frame, simple design. And then obviously there's more plates to it. But, you know, not the greatest frame, but at this price point, once again, I think it's fairly acceptable. We've got some standoffs for the flight controller and PDB, some screws for the spacers here, the aluminum hardware, which is right here. And then some more little spacers here. And then here we have something interesting. We get the power distribution board and XT60 that comes with it. So this is a 130, so I'm going to be running a Bonka 4S 850 milliamp hour 75C battery, which is probably one of the best batteries you can get for this. I was debating between 500 milliamp hours and 850, which I got, but I decided to go with the 850 since this came with an XT60 and I didn't want to deal with an XT30 just to make the switch. So, and also back here, if you look at this, it's just a simple circuit board here. There's no regulators or anything on this. It says Reptile Tech on there as well. I'm going to have to check that out, see if I can find any further specs on this. But this also came in the bag, which was not mentioned at all on GearBest site. And this is a little board that has regulators on it. You can see it almost looks like a Pololu. And I'm not exactly sure which ends these go on, but this I don't know. It's not a power filter. I think I'm pretty sure it's a voltage regulator. You can see it solders on here. I'm gonna have to check to make sure which way it goes. But these 4 little pads here, 2 on each side, solder up to the board, and it's probably 5 volts and 12 volts on one of the sides output. So I'll have to check that out. Make sure I don't get it backwards because it's not very well marked. Oh, actually, no, here it is. Yeah, it's on the back. There's, oh my gosh, on the back it's all marked very clearly. Here you can see V out, V in. And looks like 12, 9, 5, and 3.3 volts. May be selectable. We'll have to look up more on their website, but it has those all listed there. So that'd probably go like that on there somehow. But you know, there we go. So let's just do a quick overview of everything. Alright, so here we are with all the parts fully unpackaged and everything's ready to go to begin with the build video. So I'll just give you one last real quick overview of all the parts and another quick opinion on them, just so you can sum up if you skip the video or whatever. So the frame is the Reptile 130X. You know, I haven't used it before, but I think it should do just fine for the job. The ESCs are the DYS XM 10 amp. Honestly, I would prefer a 12 amp or something, maybe 15 or 16 amps. ESC that was rated for 4S, which is why I'm not going to be using them. The flight controller is the SP Racing F3, which, you know, I have some opinions on, but it'll work for the job. We got some Emax RS1306 4000 kV, which I'm really excited to test out, and I think that's a great choice for the frame. Got a 25 to 600 milliwatt video transmitter, which looks pretty good to me. They've included a good circularly polarized antenna, which is nice, and they've included a great FPV camera, as well as a, it looks like a decent power distribution board here, just once I figure that out. So overall, I think this is a very nice kit with some very nice included parts for the money, and stay tuned for the build videos coming soon, and then hopefully flight videos if everything all works out. So please subscribe if you aren't already, and if you feel like supporting the channel, I'll leave a link down below to check out my Patreon. If you want to help out the channel and give some money every month to help more videos like this to be produced to show you guys. And feel free to ask me any questions down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.